Greetings, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, June 2nd. We are just over 35-ish days. We're like 36, 37 days until Big Brother 28 kicks off. The last time I talked to you guys on here being the podcast, was Memorial Day. As I have tried to explain multiple times, with my recent retirement, which I will keep repeating at least to start the beginning of this season, I retired in December. I got lots more time to do things that I want to do. And that centers around reality TV, Big Brother, etc. And, or etc. And, so I have expanded my horizons as far as what I do. That means that in the last 2 weeks, I'm suddenly doing TikTok videos. I am trying to be more active on Instagram, which is actually the tougher of the two. It turns out TikTok has been pretty easy to get going on as far as traffic and followers and stuff. I will, within the next week, I should top 1,000 followers on TikTok. And yet I'm stuck in the mid 200s on Instagram. These are all nothing to do with Big Brother per se, other than me presenting Big Brother. But I want to let some of you know where else you can hear me or see content from me, because as I discover every single day, some of you are very segmented in how you get information from me or how often you hear it, because I've had to tell people that I assume listen to me all the time. Just in the past 3 days, someone said, "When does Big Brother start?" And the person that was asking at that moment is someone who I thought hung on my every word and paid attention to everything I said. And I've been saying it in everything I've done in the last 3 weeks. So, it's kind of one of those, well, I guess, even though I assume people hear everything I say, I would best bet that most people hear very little of what I say. Does this all make sense to you? Is there any Big Brother news? No. There is still no Big Brother news. As much as some people would like to tell you that there is news or there are rumors. Oh, sure, there's rumors. There's so many rumors. But they're fan-created rumors. There's no one with inside information saying, I've heard this is what's going on. It is all complete speculation, gossip, and I don't like to feed into that. I really try not to, because it's like, it's not real. It's just, some of it will end up being right, but if you throw enough, crap on the wall, a little bit of it's going to stick. And, the whole returnee thing is the thing that everyone is really, really focusing on. And I don't know. Will there be returnees this year? Oh, there probably will be one or two, because it is kind of a known gimmicky thing now. And they're going to do something like that. And so I won't be shocked when there is. I don't really want there to be, but there probably will be. But I don't want there to be. And that's no offense to any former house guests. I just don't like. You need to be in with your own kind. Once you are an alumni, you should only be allowed to play with other alumni. That's all there is to it. It levels the playing field. So yeah. So anyways, that's what's going on with the major rumors. Is people are out there, and what I have now discovered, having been on TikTok and Instagram, because on Blue Sky I kind of ignore that stuff, and I don't give it much credence. I kind of go like, nah, I don't want to see it. But on these other platforms, it's like, it's in your face, man. It is in your face. There are people out there with tens of thousands of followers that are feeding the rumor frenzy, because that's what they need to do, right? No offense to them, but they want followers and they want traffic and they want all this stuff, and I just won't sell my soul to do that stuff, or at least not most of my soul. I'll sell a little bit of my soul. but not much. So I just don't have a whole lot to talk about. So I was like, I need to do a podcast because I need to get people not to forget about me, not to find someone else to suddenly go to. But I don't have much to tell you guys. You've heard it all before from me. So that's the struggle. The struggle is, how much do I do to keep people coming back like they're going to get something amazing? I don't. And honestly, right now, truth, and I've already said it at least once, my sources have dried up. My Big Brother sources are currently, to the best of my knowledge, non-existent. I don't have anyone with inside info right now. So, yeah, I'm hoping somebody with inside info reaches out to me, because that's how it's always happened. It has been total luck that someone online that is involved with the show in some capacity, or knows someone involved with the show in some capacity, has reached out to me privately, and then I have managed to figure out that yes, they're legit, So that's not happening right now. Nobody's talking to me. So I don't know what's going on. And I don't blame them, because some of the ones that used to talk to me, they got kind of clamped down on. And there's a turnover too, right? People involved in the show eventually leave. And that's what's happened with at least one, if not multiple ones. So I don't have any inside information. I don't anticipate that I will ever become a special person to the folks at CBS that they feel like entrusting with certain inside information with me, in part because I won't kiss anybody's butt. So I'm tempted to say negative things, like I complained about Big Brother. Let's talk about the Big Brother live feeds. Let's talk about Paramount, right? I am treating this because I'm not a fan of what's going on with Paramount right now. I am treating this as a fly-on-the-wall production, okay? This is not a CBS product or a Paramount product. This is a fly-on-the-wall production, and that's the way I can justify it in my brain until something super negative, if it ever comes out, about Fly on the Wall as a company. Nothing has. So we're going with that. They are beholden to CBS and Paramount to kind of do what they want them to do. And so it's like, all right, well, we'll just, put up with it, whether it's whatever requirements are going to happen with the casting this year. There's the whole thing about, are they going to be inclusive? Are they going to be, casting, equal parts, the POC, people of color, that they had promised to do? And people are like, well, that's gotten thrown out of the window now. So I don't know. But if they don't have it, I'm not blaming Fly on the Wall. I'm blaming CBS. And that's how I can live with myself, okay, for what it's worth. I don't know what to tell you. I have no problems stating my stance and standing up for things. But me not watching Big Brother is not going to make it go away. And it's been a show I've been watching since the beginning, so enough of that. I'll probably end up saying this multiple times again this season. Sorry. It is what it is. Okay, so where was I going with all of that? The feeds. Oh, Paramount. I got an email yesterday alerting me, as it was June 1st, and apparently last year I re-signed or signed up with Paramount on July 2nd. So kudos to them. They sent me an email announcing that you're going to be auto-renewed on July 2nd, which that's nice of them to give me a month ahead warning, because some places don't. They get you to sign up for a year ago on really sweet terms, and then they crank your rates up, and suddenly it hits you in the face when you didn't know it was coming. Well, they tapped me on the shoulder a month before instead of slapping me in the face. So I saw the email. I opened it up, and they said, by the way, we raised our rates $40 since you signed up last year for $59.99, and it's going to be, $30. It's going to be $89.99 this year. If we auto renew you, on July 2nd, which unless you cancel, that's what's going to happen, you will now pay us $89.99 for a year. Now, you do the math on that. That's less than $10 a month. But wait, we used to pay $6 a month, $5 a month, $4.99 a month. The inflation has really taken a hold of a lot of things. And, every one of those things getting cranked up by 50% or 100% starts to take a toll. And I, frankly, am not going to pay $89.99 a year for Paramount when I, frankly, don't watch the app for anything except for Big Brother. I still don't. I get CBS over the air. I have TiVos that still record CBS. So my wife and I like to watch Ghost. That gets recorded. There's really very, very little that Paramount offers me on their app that I care about outside of Big Brother live streams that have no commercials. Because now they even offer the live streams on Pluto TV, but with commercials. And I can't do that. I can't watch a live stream not knowing at what moment they're going to cut out of those to put a commercial on my screen. So that I won't give up. Thus, I will be paying Paramount for live feeds for their app. I just haven't decided when I'm pulling the trigger. Their charge per month is $8.99. That's not a whole lot less, right? And by the way, to go back, I did choose to cancel. I said cancel, and they said, wait. Before you cancel, what if we took 30% off? So what if we lowered your rate to $63, roughly, a year? That's barely over the $59 that I paid last year, $60 that I paid last year, right? It's $3 more. And I did consider it. And then I decided, no, because, again, I'm really only going to use it, and I really only did use it for roughly 3 months. The 3 months that Big Brother is on. So why am I going to pay for 9 extra months? I can, in theory, pay them $27 and be done. And that's the route that I'm probably going. Also, Kelsey, I don't know if Kelsey listens to this, but Kelsey messaged me to point out that sometimes when you choose to cancel, they give you an offer of 99 cents for 2 months. Well, they didn't offer that to me. They offered me the 30% off, so I canceled. 99 cents for 2 months. I might have considered it, and then saw what they offered me the next time I went to cancel it. But it didn't happen, so I'm canceled. And the other way, by the way, you can go about this, and some people can do it, and I have done it in the past inadvertently, is you use a different email address to sign up, and they treat you like you've never had it before, and sometimes you get a sweet deal that way as a first-time subscriber. Again, I did that accidentally at one point because I have like 10 different Gmail addresses, and that's just because that's how I am, right? I have bigbrothergossip@gmail.com, ilovereality@gmail.com, and other ones. I'm not going to list them all, but point is, I don't check bigbrothergossip@gmail.com, by the way. Don't email me there unless you don't want me to see it for 6 months. I'll eventually see it, but it'll be like 6 months. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about the feeds. So that's what's going on with Paramount Plus, and I am going to pay them, but just not yet, and just not $90 a year. Anything else to tell you guys about? In the reality TV world, we did hear, well, first of all, Traitors, again, I love Traitors. Traitors New Zealand kicked off this past Sunday. It is on 2 nights a week. It sounds like it's going to have a total of about 10 episodes. But the finale is on a Sunday, and it's running on Sundays and Mondays. So if it does 2 nights a week with the finale on a Sunday, I think that's only 9 episodes. So I'm not sure where they're getting the 10th episode. Maybe it's a double. Maybe it's a 2-hour or back-to-back episodes on that Sunday. But either way, It is broadcasting on Sunday and Monday nights. And for those of you who are geographically challenged, New Zealand is on the other side of the world, and they are technically ahead of us. So it's really airing like very early Sunday morning and very early Monday morning, which means you can watch it Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon if you know how. I posted links on Blue Sky of multiple ways to watch it. South Hemi is a website. If you South, like SOUTH space HEMI, like Southern Hemisphere. South Hemi is a website that I do not know how they are allowed to run or operate, but they've been around for years. They put their they put up the videos from all of these reality shows from Australia and from New Zealand, and most of the time they stay around. Some of them do disappear, specifically Survivor shows, and some of the traders seem to have disappeared. But at least for now, the current season of Traders is showing up there. So if you go there, you can find the first 2 episodes of Traders New Zealand up there. I have also posted on Blue Sky another webpage that will have New Zealand Traders up pretty much the day that it's out. So like Sundays and Mondays. And that one I'm not going to give out over here. First of all, because that's an address that's hard to remember. And second of all, just go to Blue Sky and look me up and find it, right? Or email me and ask me. I'm enjoying it so far. I've watched the first 2 episodes. Standard Traders. New host to take over for the old host, who they show as being dead at the beginning of the episode. But he's not dead. But they show the new host standing over his grave. But it turns out, no, he's not dead. He's just not the host anymore. I don't know why he's not the host anymore. Maybe he decided not to be. Maybe they decided they didn't want him. When you Google his name and stuff, he's said a few questionable things in the past. Maybe that got him, that the sponsors decided, you know what, he's got some potential, and I say air quotes, problematic issues in the past where he's offended certain people, and let's not have him around anymore. I don't know, but the new host seems fine. She's not running to the top of my list of favorite hosts. Again, this is New Zealand, not Australia. Australia also has a new host, by the way. Not the same situation. I'm not sure what the backstory on that is yet. So anyways, that's airing. And speaking of Australia, Traders Australia will have its 3rd season. That's New Zealand's 3rd season. Traders Australia will have its 3rd season after they kind of went away. That was the first series I watched. That was the first place it came out in English speaking, was Australia. Watched the first season, thought it was really cool, and then watched the UK. So Australia is coming in August, I think. I want to say August 10th. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I have the date, but it's not important because you'll hear about it before then. It's not here yet. It won't be for a while. But I'm looking forward to that too, but it'll be in the middle of Big Brother, so that'll be a stretch. I will have time to watch it. I will figure out how to watch it because I don't want to accidentally get spoiled. So that's coming. On another note, Australia, I don't know any details, and I don't have many people from Australia that listen to this, but on the off chance that you are, I did see that Australia is casting or holding casting calls for Big Brother Australia, which is supposed to start later this year. A new season of Big Brother Australia that's supposed to have more and more active live feeds. Let's talk about one other thing, and then we're going to wrap this puppy up. I did, so as I've mentioned, I'm doing TikToks. I'm trying to get active on Instagram. So I'm going to be spreading myself out across multiple things, which means that some of you truly devoted people are going to hear me say the same thing on multiple platforms. It is what it is. I'm sure you'll be fine with it. But I'm going to forget where I've said certain things. But I did talk about something. I'm trying to do, like, right now I'm trying to do a TikTok about every other day. And Instagram, I'm like, I haven't figured it out yet. I've really taken my TikToks and thrown them up on Instagram a couple of more days later just to do something there. But on TikTok, I talked about, and I've got the piece of paper over here by me, but I'm not going to pull it up because I am driving and it's a bit of a hairy drive here. It's not a good place for me to be looking at a piece of paper, so I need to keep my focus on the road. La Casa de Famosa. Anyways, yes, the House of the Famous. It is I talked about it. It is on Telemundo, and which is the Spanish-speaking, one of the Spanish-speaking, like there's only one Spanish-speaking channel out there. No, it is a Spanish-speaking television network that I have hidden on my YouTube TV because I can't speak Spanish, and but they are running this show, which is a derivative of Big Brother. It is more like a celebrity version of Big Brother. In this case, I'd say it's Mexican, but it's actually United States. It's on that channel, but it's Spanish only. It would be kind of like the French-speaking version of Big Brother, which they've done, and I've never watched. And first of all, because it's hard to get. You can't find it online to dig it up. But I've tried to. I've tried to find it and hope for closed captioning to watch it because I was interested, but I can't get it. So this is the Spanish-speaking version of Celebrity Big Brother with a bunch of, I don't know if they're all Telemundo stars or if they're just Mexican TV stars in general, but they're all on there. They started out with 20-some. They're down to a few now at this point, maybe 5 or 6, and the finale is the 11th. They've been running since February 17th, so it's 111 days, I think. It's 111 or 115 days, so they're blowing Big Brother US out of the water as far as length of time in the house by over almost 2 weeks. I think that what's the longest, 101 days or 102 days, whatever it was. And Josh Martinez, Big Brother winner, is one of the house guests, and he's still in the house. And as a matter of fact, I think I just saw there was some kind of an eviction yesterday, and someone said, thankfully, Josh is still in the house. So, kind of cool. And there are people out there who are using like plugins for Chrome to watch the translation and watch it. I can't do it because there is a live feed as well. I don't know if it's a quad cam and you go to multiple feeds. I do know I've seen people complaining about the feeds and production shutting the feeds off of stuff they want to see or switching cameras. So it's like, okay, this is just like regular Big Brother. So it may be fairly close to regular USA Big Brother as far as the camera work and stuff. It's about to end. It ends next week. So sorry to tell you so late, but I've been kind of monitoring it on Blue Sky, and it's there's a big following on Blue Sky. There's a lot of people watching it, and they're loving it, and some of them are saying it's in some ways they've enjoyed it more than USA Big Brother. So we'll have to see. No, we don't have to see. I don't know what to say. There's information for you. It's like, can we say we'll have to see if it catches on? It's already caught on. It's not like it's a thing. So it wraps up. And Telemundo is on most cable services, I think. It's on YouTube TV. And the stream is free on Telemundo. Or someone said there's a YouTube, I think there's a YouTube stream too, maybe, that you can watch. But if you really want it, you should go find it. Or else you should come to Blue Sky. I will point you to the right people that will probably gladly help you figure it out. So there you go. That is my update for the day, or for the week, or for the whatever this ends up being. You've got 24 minutes of me talking to you, and hopefully I'll have more Big Brother content to share. I update on Big Brother on my trip to New York. Okay, tickets are booked, so I will be going to New York for the New York premiere party. Yes, there will be a New York premiere party. No, I don't have exact information yet because they're still figuring it out as far as I can tell. But I am 99.99% sure there will be a party Wednesday, July 8th, and Thursday, July 9th. And my hotel is now booked. I have locked in my hotel. I have locked in my flights. So I will be there. And hopefully some of you can get there if you're in the mood. But I don't have any more information to give you as far as in ticket information or anything. And so, on the off chance you've never heard me talk about this before, they have been having. It was Adam, not Adam. What's his name? Big Brother Bacon. Is it Adam? No. God, I can't think right now. I hate it when I do this. Someone will tell me later. You know who I'm talking about, though. I say Adam, and I think of Big Brother 9 Adam. And it's like, no. But anyways, I think he started the premiere parties with another guy named Joe, who's a fan. And then he passed the torch at some point. He talked to me about it a couple of years ago, the first time I was out there about it, when he passed it. Azza now hosts it, and Joe is still involved. And so that's what's coming soon. It's another party, and I'm just waiting to see them post ticketing information. It is not free. It is not free, to be clear. There is a charge to get in, but I want to say that, and who knows with inflation, I don't want to say it and be wrong, but let's just say somewhere between $40 and $50 will get you in for one night. I think it was 40 some for one night, and maybe they had a package deal for $70 or $80 for 2 nights, and they had other things. Look, that is super cheap for the access you get to all of these former house guests. That doesn't include, by the way, drinks or anything on the inside. This is just to get you in the door. And again, I haven't seen what their ticketing is this year, so I am only speaking based on previous experience. But I'm going to tell you, the access you get to former house guests is primo. And they are all excellent, fun, happy, friendly people. And so I can't, and it's a blast. So I'll be there. That's all I know for sure. All right, that's it. I am at my destination. I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great rest of your week if I don't talk to you, which I probably won't on here, but I will be on TikTok, and I'm still on Blue Sky, of course, and Instagram and all that good stuff. We'll talk to you all later. Be well. Bye-bye.